Hello everyone, my name is Baljeet Kaur and I'm a student at Grand Canyon University and I'm a preschool teacher here in South Lake Tahoe, California. Today my topic is to talk about phonological and phenomic awareness. Well, we might have heard about these words since we are working with kids and or we are planning to work with kids and we are presuming our degrees and education in this field. So, most of us think that both these words have same meaning and same definition, but that is far away from truth. These two words have different meanings, so let's talk about that. So, phonological awareness is a skill that includes identification and manipulating units of language. So, what do I mean by that? I mean that it is the ability of a child to recognize the rhyming words, to separate the words, um, that or to understand the concept of words, and it also includes phenomics. That means phenomic is an element of phonological awareness, and it is not the same thing as phenomenological. So let's talk about these. Like I said, phonological awareness includes rhyming the words, concept of the words, and phenomics. So rhyming the words means child can rhyme the word like cat, rat, hat. They know that these words ends with the same letter. And concept of the word, like what is the what is the concept of the word, how is word going. And phonomic awareness is the ability of a child to play with the sounds. It's not about the recognize the word, it's not about the recognizing the letter, it's about the ability to play with sound. Like if I'm saying mom, child should be able to know that mom start with m. It's not about mom, he's supposed to know that it starts with m. No, he's supposed to know that it starts with m. So that's all about phonemic. The other thing in phonemic is the child is able to um, isolate sounds. Like I said, mom, m. This is isolating sound. Segment the words. Like he can say, like I say hat, so he knows that h, t. That is segment sounds, and he is able to blend the sounds. They mean, like I say, sh. That means he will be able to say it makes fish. So this is blending sound. And there is one other thing that if child is phenomic aware, he can do manipulate words. That means like I'm saying a word that starts from that is a mouse. So I'm asking him to replace M to H. So he is able to make house from mouse. So that is manipulating words. So this is all about phonological and phenomic. It is separate, it is not same thing. So let's say how it is related to literacy development in young children. How both terms are related to development in to literacy development in young children. So now we all know about phenomic and phonological awareness. Phonological awareness usually works when we listen and speak. English uses an alphabetic writing system in which the letters singly or in combination represent single speech sounds. As we have talked about the phonological awareness, that is, it is the ability to say or recognize the rhyming words or find this syllables. So it is important for a child to be aware of phonological awareness to be able to understand the words and recognize the rhymes. And same with phonemic. If a child does not have phonemic awareness, it will be hard for him to pronounce the word, to write the word, to read the word. And so but I think For that, we need to know that what is literally development in early uh, early years. So literally development is learning about sounds, words, and language. It is the base for a child to be able to read, write, communicate, and socialize. It is a vital part of a child's overall development, of course, because if a child is not able to communicate, is not able to talk any single word, it will be hard for him to express his feeling. So yes, these things are important. Before a child learns to read and write, he needs to develop the building blocks for literacy, and as your child gets older, he needs to learn about the connection between letters on the page and the spoken words. Both phonological and phonemic awareness are important to build these blocks in a child literacy development, because phonological awareness is again the ability to identify the oral language world, and phonemic awareness is the ability to play with sounds. The other thing we will talk about is how early reading development is related to early literacy skill. So what is reading development? Early reading doesn't mean that a child can sit down and read a book on his own. It means that re, um, a child can look at the picture and assume that this page represents this part of the book. It's also like it's also like how he is holding the book. If he is holding the book upside down or downside up, if he's holding the book right side up, that means he is able to read. If he is saying the stories by looking at the picture, that means he is able to read. And other thing, when a child speaks, he stops after a word, then say another word, then stop and say another word. This means that he know that he needs to stop after one word, and these words are separate, and has that knowledge of separating words and can use that in reading too, which we can print, which we call which we call print concepts, which is also about how child looks at the books from right to left, or from left to right, from up to down, or from down to up. So this is all about print concept. The other thing, uh, which is early literacy skill or early reading development, is letter naming. So a child should be able to recognize all the letters as early as he can, as early as we can teach him. So like from A to Z, he should be able to see the word, and he should be able to say the name of the word. Like if it says A, he should be able to say that this is A. If you give him a word like, say, book, he should be able to read B. He should be able to read O. He should be able to read K. So that means that is his reading ability. He should not be able to say book, but he should be able to see that it is B, it is O, it is K. Another thing, it is might be difficult for him to read first, but when he knows coupled words, like for example, there is a word in a book that is quite big. For example, accident. He might won't be able to read that word, but if we tell him that this says accident, he might won't be able to read the word, but he knows that these all letters together make word accident. So whenever that word will come in the book, in the reading, he will be able to read that wherever that word come, and anywhere, anytime, because he knows that he has that vocabulary. So this is all about vocabulary. Phonological awareness is the ability to hear and manipulate the smaller sounds in the word. It is the ability to hear and create rhymes, to say words with sounds or chunks, to put two words together to make a word, to make vocabulary. What we can do is like play with your kids the rhyme games. That is the best thing I can say. That is what I do with my kids. How much you can read rhymes books or say the rhymes words, the more they're gonna build their vocabulary, the more they're gonna build their phonomic awareness, the more they're going to build their phonological awareness. Listening. What is listening? Listening is sounds so like so easy, but it's not. It's not just like we are hearing something. It's about we are listening. We are we are understanding the things. That is also a part of reading ability, our early literacy. Speaking, yeah, we have seen kids who are like 5-year old, 6-year old and can't speak well. So yes, this has to be taken care as early as we can. And if child need help, there are so many forms, so many you know classes who teach you, who gives you strategy how to how to make a child to speak well. Another thing that comes in there is comprehension. Comprehension, what is comprehension? Comprehension is the ability to process text, to relate the background knowledge of the contact or lesson or the topic to the knowledge that you're that you have or that you're reading. So this it means like if you are reading something to a child, he can relate that to his own life, or he can relate that to any another topic, or he can say that I have read this book earlier. So that is the comprehension ability. So how we can have all these things as early as in a child as we can. So there are a couple strategies that I can share with you. It is like for reading, I'm sorry, for print concept, we can tell child that this is the upside of the book and this is how we should hold the book. For vocabulary, sorry, for vocabulary, we can talk to our child as much as we can. We can ask them questions, we can give them answers of their questions. Just don't let your child go like he's asking you something and just you just saying that, oh no, I'm busy, I can't talk to you right now. Just talk to your child every single day as much as you can. For speaking and listening, same, talk to your child as much as you can. And for comprehension ability, of course, yeah, that's the main part. For that, you can always ask stories about the school. Ask what they eat in lunch, ask what they did at the playground, ask, just read a story and ask questions about that story to your child, like if he relates to that or not, you know and for for phonological awareness, again, we can play with them like fun games as much as we can play. We can play with cards games, like just have a card in your hand and give your child another card and ask them to find the rhyming things in there. So all these things we can do with our child to make them ready to read as early as they can. It will be good for their overall development and good for their reading skills too. Thank you so much. I'm happy to share this information with you. I hope you will like it. Thank you. Bye bye.